by Jess Carter. We will start with your thoughts on that match, and then we'll open for questions. That's a tough one, but we'll call on you after Jess's opening statement.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say about the game. I think that obviously we're naturally super disappointed. I think that I felt like we dominated the game. So to come away from this game with a loss is obviously really disappointing, and the way that we lost in the last minutes, I think was really tough. I think this league just goes to show that anyone can win on any given day, and I think obviously the statistics at the end were probably more in our favour, and it was a quality finish in the end from the Houston player. So yeah, naturally we're just disappointed, but it's something we've got to get over really quick because we've got a game again in 3 days.
Questions for Jess?
Hi Jess, thanks for being here. As you mentioned, some really good positive takeaways, statistics showing dominance of possession, but also in limiting the amount of shots, obviously by the defense. You're a big part of that. So I'm wondering if you can maybe talk about some of the strategies or a bit of the tactics that you're using, especially in practice, when you're talking those over, how you're limiting those amount of shots that Houston took today as well.
I think we try and pride ourselves on being defensively disciplined, and that's right from our 9 all the way back to Anne in goal. I think that we try to be aggressive in our press. We try to shift really hard together and nullify the opportunities that the opposition get. But I think it's the work rate of the team more than anything else, the willingness to do the work and right from the front. I think that's the biggest. I don't know if that's a tactic really, but I think that's the biggest thing for us defensively is our work rate.
You guys have been unbeaten in your last 4 coming in. Does that make it a little tougher, sting a little more because you guys have been playing well and you're fighting for a playoff spot the way you are?
Yeah, sure. I think that again I felt like today was a decent performance. So I think this loss will hurt quite a bit because it's when you feel like you're on top and you're dominating. It obviously is tough then to come away with a loss, but I think we just have to look at ourselves. We're creating opportunities and we're not scoring. That's not just our forwards, that's us from set pieces, that's in every moment as a team. How can we be more ruthless in front of goal, because we can't just rely on just getting 1 goal and trying to defend for the rest of the time. I think that's something that we really need to go back and look on and see how we can punish teams in the final third.
So then looking ahead for Wednesday, you mentioned a couple of things that you're already thinking about, but just, in terms of resetting, refocusing, this will be for the cup now, it's different than the league. How are some of your mindsets changing, especially because, this is not a league game, you're playing for a tournament now?
I don't think our mindset changes at all. Every day in training, every game, we set up to win and we set up to do the best that we can, and that doesn't change. I think regardless of the opposition that we're playing, the competition that we're playing in, the aim is always to get 3 points out of that game. And I think that maybe it's that we have to, our training gets modified between now and then, and we have to nail the tactics and get them right, because obviously it's a very quick turnaround. So I think it's just the same as ever. We've got to be focused, switched on, recover right, and just be ready to go.
Anything else for Jess? Cool.
All right, thanks guys.